Runners available to walk for round A of the Young Rider Individual Final. We got underway at 2:20 for round A of the Young Rider Individual Final. 2 minutes for our first on-course 10-minute call. Top of the order around the A of the Young Rider individual final. First of our 17 on-course set 2:20 this afternoon. Just about 9 minutes away from our 2:20 start time. We'll see 17 in the first round of competition for the Young Rider individual final, capping off our week of the North American Youth Jumping Championships here at Flintfield Horse Park. Top action throughout the week for some young and talented riders competing on the international stage here in the Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel International Ring. We'll look to crown an individual champion for the Young Rider category later on this afternoon. 2 rounds of competition for the Young Rider individual final. 17 for round A, top 15 in cumulative scores to return for round B of competition. Now, as we gear up for today's Young Rider individual final, we'd like to highlight this week's charity ticket program partner as a part of our charitable efforts throughout the season here at Flintfield Horse Park. At Traverse City Horse Shows, we proudly highlight this week's charity ticket partner, the City Opera House. Now, each week we dedicate 100% of our general admission ticket sales to support local nonprofits. This historic venue has been enriching our community since 1892, connecting people through live performances, arts education, and cultural events in the heart of downtown Traverse City. The City Opera House invites you to support their mission to promote the arts and preserve this treasured gathering place. Your ticket today supports their work and helps us give back to our community all season long. Please visit their table in the Cabana Coast Club for more information and to lend your support, or visit cityoperahouse.org. We'll see our first on course in 7 minutes for round A of the Young Rider individual final. I'd like to highlight our charity ticket partner, the City Opera House, with a video. If you would please take a look up at the Jumbotron to learn more about the City Opera House, an amazing charity here in Traverse City.
I told her, I said, Katie, there are people for this. Put down the duct tape and... Oh.
Is it Katie?
It's rush tickets for the City Opera House. What are you doing tonight? We should go.
Well, I was supposed to be sipping wine on a patio, but it's supposed to rain.
This is exactly why I became a City Opera House member. Spontaneous girls' night.
City Opera House is now offering memberships with access to $20 rush tickets, 10% off merch, free tickets, and other members-only perks. Visit cityoperahouse.org/members.
This afternoon, the pinnacle of competition for the 2025 North American Youth Jumping Championships. Out of our 17 riders returning, it is Skylar Wireman with Barclino B as our leading duo, headed into round A of the individual final. Olivia Sweetnam, a Zone 4 competitor, will be our penultimate rider for the first round, as she is currently sitting in second in our standings with the 10-year-old gelding Epic Jake Endicott. Third overall with Cordrillo Dean S. Alexa El Lignelli in fourth. The Zone 2 rider with Exo Zadora. And Ariana Marnell out of Zone 10, rounding out our top 5 with Allison Robitaille's Jikara. Round A of the Young Rider Individual Final will begin between the Kiss and Cry and the Traverse City Horse Show's Arch at the Gray Horsehead Triple Bar, jumping towards the video board. From there, left-handed turn, the North American League Oxer comes up next at number 2 with the Canadian, American, and Mexican flags and those green and red rails. Right-hand bend in the line to fence number 3, the Pelican Vertical with the natural walls underneath. Riders will take a right-hand turn from there, rolling back to the Traverse City Horse Show's Vertical at 4. That's the blue jumping horse on the white field with the blue and white Mafia rails. Turning left from there, open water at 5 to the Just World is Skinny at 6. Right-hand turn coming out of the corner to the Marble Column Vertical at 7 by the stairs with a water tray underneath. Swan at double vertical, one stride to an Oxer at 8 to AB. Landing from 8B, it'll be a right-handed turn cutting across the arena to the Hermes Oxer at 9 with the orange and white rails. Turning left from there, riding past the jury box and the International VIP Club to the triple combination at 10, Oxer Vertical Oxer at 10 ABC. Left-hand turn down the ring, the Bald Eagle Oxer at 11, honoring the Grand Traverse Band of Ottawa and Chippewa Indians, and finishing over the FEI North American Youth Championships of Vertical at 12. The track for round A, measured at 500 meters, our time allowed set at 75 seconds. A little over 2 minutes away from the top of the order, 2:20 to kick things off for round A of the Young Rider Individual Final this afternoon. And before we welcome our first young rider on course for the final phase of competition, we will have a singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Theo Davis is a 10-year-old singer and actor from Traverse City area. He attends Leland Public School, where he has been fortunate to play leading roles in their 3rd through 12th grade musical theater program. As a 3rd grader, he played Bruce Bogtrotter in Matilda. And most recently, he starred as Oliver Twist in the spring production of Oliver. Theo has performed as a guest with his father, singer-songwriter Joshua Davis, at several concerts and festivals. He is especially looking forward to his favorite week of the year, attending the Take It From the Top program at the City Opera House in Traverse City. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, if you are able, and remove cover for the Star-Spangled Banner ahead of our Young Rider Individual Final, performed by Theo Davis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Well, thank you, Theo. And that takes us into our final for the Young Rider Individual Championship. Just a few minutes away. They're a little later than planned. But we are going into 17 in the final now. Okay, I said a little earlier, 25 qualify for the Young Riders. Well, there's just 17 that qualify in here because that's the number that was in there. And so that is the amount that will go through. But yes, up to 25 could have qualified for the final. 17 come forward in this round. 15 will return for round 2. And getting set with our first to come down now. The scores, there's a wide range of scores here. And our top 4, though, are incredibly close. And it is one fence separating the top 4 with Skylar Wyman on 1.02. And then to Olivia Sweetnam, Jake Endicott, Alexa Eldignelli in that top 4 group for the individual medals. Not far away is Ariana Marnell on 5.06. And again, fence either way would swing this in all directions. We saw quite a bit of swing in the juniors with the move around there. And again, it's really when we get over halfway into this top 17 where we really start to close down the top few, because coming into our final few, and that is going to be what, about eight from the top 8. 8th position at the moment on 9.49 is Mary Rose Canterbury and Delido 8. So they're on 8. They're going to be on 9.49 as a time, as a score, 9.49 as a score. And from there on in, it gets very close indeed. A little bit wider on the scores beyond that. And we will get underway in just a moment with our first about to head down the hill. I can see them making their way down there to complete the Young Rider Individual Championship here. So 17 in this round, 15 in the next. And teams already decided this week with the Zone 10 win. Zone 2 finishing with the silver and Zone 4 finishing with the bronze. Final championship class of the week. It's been a massive week of competition here in Traverse City, and it gets underway. And with the grey riding in as our first to go will be Ana Sofia Rodriguez. Course set by Peter Grant once again, and 75 seconds the time allowed, and sees them over a 500-meter course here as well. Triple combination coming up at 10 ABC, close on the latter part of the course here in round A. And on this 11-year-old for Juan Andres Rodriguez. And so first to go with the score of 42.85 for the week. It's going to be good experience for them coming into the finals. Again, great to set some championship experience here for the rider who's been also been doing the U25s at WEF this year. Did their first night class as part of the semi-final there early on this season too. She's been top 10 before now in the juniors on day 1 here at the Youth Championships. Going to be the pathfinder here on 4 already. And that's another down the line. I say great experience, great camaraderie to be part of the championships. Wonderful to see the friendship and support around the ring. Triple combination here now. And then final 2 fences take them to the other end of the arena. And last fence going to drop. So 16 to add to the score. Final score of 58.85 for Ana Sofia Rodriguez, and il était une fois Revol. And so they will finish on 58.85. Taking us on to Lawson Whitaker now. Lawson with Conalugo PS, the 14-year-old by Conthagos, on a score of 23.07 from Zone 4 for Lawson. Now, already been a future pre-winner at WEC as well. Again, up there in O'Connell, or down there, whichever way you're looking at the country, where you're sitting. Part of the U25 classes there too. Got top 3 in those as well. Actually learning Spanish at the moment. A little skinny at the Just World fence. Again, all this will be good fact-finding for those coming later. I'm sure all the trainers watching how these first few tackle the track, they'll all have their plan, but anything they can glean out of this. Gets well into the corner, gets across the Oxer well. Just unfortunately doesn't quite make the shape over the middle part. Coming home with time faults then coming into action too. Be very interested to see how the rest compare to those. So 13 to add to the score, 36.07. It's going to be the score 12 from the round 2. 13 this. 21.74 is the score for Elizabeth Grace Thomason of Canada. Uris de Loroc, former ride of trainer Mario Delorier. The 18-year-old. Attends at Laval University in Quebec City. Also been a winner already at the Royal Winter Fair with a 120 and actually junior hunters, and after that went very well at Spruce Meadows. She spends most of her time studying and focusing on schools, actually been admitted to law school as well. Well done on that. And also likes to head to the gym. This is a highly experienced horse with Mario, horse known as Frank in the barn. But again, at 17 years of age, it's great now. Age for this horse to be guiding a younger rider around these championship courses and helping both along, both learning. Just gets a little tighter to the vertical. So adds 4 to the score as well. So it'd be very interesting to see with the scores as they develop, whether we get more clears coming out of the well-established end of our lower scoring groups yet, or whether there's going to be poles falling in all directions. Just a tough track as it should be for this final. Going to be a bit of time in there as well. So 8 and takes them to 29.74. So time has been pretty tight so far as well. Time allowed of 75. Team bronze medal Mia Bello, the 20-year-old. And right now on Carriares, so time allowed is 75 seconds. As for the Hussein horse sales on 21.47. Leah, who's at Cornell, has been part of the children's in these championships before now. She very much keen to get involved in real estate finance. Looking forward to her internship next year at the Commercial Real Estate Acquisitions Summer Analyst. Going to be doing that at Blackstone in New York City. Also fitting her equestrian sport into this as well. She's been placed in the Grand Prix here before now. Nicely done. Just trying to, probably getting a little bit stronger down that line. Adds 4. I think for the final fence with 8 to add, it's going to make that at 73.59, so inside that 75 seconds. But it is going to be 8 to add to the score, 29.47 for Mia Bello and Carriado. So moving on to Emmeline Adamic now on 20.84. Andy's boy Bretonnier. It's the 15-year-old by Tinker's Boy. Team gold for the 19-year-old earlier on this week. Part of Zone 10, the West Coast bringing home the gold in the Young Riders. Emmeline at UCLA. She's already had a win at 4-star, jumped in the 5 stars at Spruce Meadows. Aimed to jump the Derby as well. They were placed in a 2-star Grand Prix at Spruce too. And they've added 4 as well. Still no one yet has come home with a clean sheet. Just brushes across the middle part. That's going to be 16 to add to the score as it stands, 1 from home. Last fence seems keen to stay there, so it's going to be 36.84, and it is going to be adding 16 to the score for Emmeline Adamic and Andy Boy's Bretonnier. Landstrom next for the CSH Equine. Sparks 55 for the 18-year-old rider from Zone 6 on a score of 20.33. Attends Oklahoma State University. So we've been jumping 2 and 3 stars. He's national champion at Capital Challenge in the 130 jumpers. Now again, a horse that's had good experience right the way through already. Oh, and unfortunately just doesn't get across the first fence. So 4 on the score. And as I say, nobody yet has had a 0 score. So that could make things very, very interesting at the end of our 17 here. A little bit of encouragement at the water. Little tap at the MS fence now. Back in their rhythm. And so they're going to come out of there. Well, that was a nice rhythm through the first few. Giving it very good effort. Time faults coming into this now. And so 79.66 is the time. I say the time is looking very snug for a few. So 33 is now the scoreline. 13 added there for Taylor Landstrom at Sparks 55. Avery Griffin now and Oh My Star, the 11-year-old. The PBC Equine Investments, 17.11. Now for Avery, who's already had good results through championships at Panoma College. Junior Team Gold last year. Already competed. Well, that was at the Youth Nations Cups. That's a Liège in Belgium. Youth Nations Cup finals that take place there last few seasons. Love listening to live music as well. And aiming for senior teams in the future. Also, it's already been winning at Devon this year. It's a longer shot at the water. I think they no, they didn't get the dry side, unfortunately. Fine for the skinny afterwards. Just on 4 at the moment. Again, we'll keep a close eye on this for time as well. They seem to have moved on well, so I'm sort of more interested in is they should be inside it. How much inside is the question. It's just going to catch that one. It's going to be about 72, 73, 72.91, very close to it. And so it is 8 to add there for Avery Griffin and Oh My Star, but did move on well around there to get inside that time, so that's one good to note. And so on 25.11. La Vista Junior AZ is an 11-year-old for Talise Baker Matsuoka on 15.05. Now for the next of our riders representing Zone 10, which was our championship winning team. Talisa, who's at the University of Southern California. Also competed previously years in the Prix d'Estates. He's had several good finish in California Paso Robles and in Thermal as well. Top 3 in the U25 at Temecula. She won their selection trials at Temecula this year and Thermal last year. Oh, I love this one. She's a member of the Rocket Propulsion Lab at my university, among her engineering club activities. And she does IHSA at her university too. I'm not sure what that is. Somebody will let me know. Studying electrical engineering. Far smarter than me anyway. Hopes to work as an engineer in the medical device field. Please do. Just touches that there. And we'll have a little bit of time there as well. So 80.95 is going to add 6 for time too, and takes them to 33.05 for Delisa Baker, Matsuoka, and Lavisto Junior AZ. And we're into our top 10 now, which is going to make this very interesting because we've had some bigger scoring from those so far. 20-year-old Ana Cristina Rodriguez on 13.76 in 9th place. This is the 15-year-old Ferdita, the mare by Cardento for Juan Andres Rodriguez. Ana Cristina also at Lynn University. She did their first 2-star with this horse last year. She's this season been doing their first FEI U25s at WEF. Likes to play golf with Dad too. Spend time with the family. Lovely family that they are. Can understand that. Very close-knit, great friendly group. Just on the 4 at the moment. Again, going to be interested to see what the time is here. Again, for scaling for those coming down the end. Takes you a little bit steadier into the triple combination. So you're ready at the time allowed. So that's ticking up now. And it's going to take them to a total of 11. So 24.76, but completing there in round 1. So much applause. Ana Cristina Rodriguez of Guatemala and Fedita. So this looks like it could get very interesting. Mary Rose Canterbury now for the 5C Ranch and Minerals. Toledo 8, 10-year-old by Dinkin. 9.49, 8th place right now. Been a lot of changes so far. Mary Rose at the University of Miami. He's been also competing in the U25s and 2-stars already. Won a $30,000 National Grand Prix in Texas as well. That was at Pin Oak or where that was, but down in Texas. 2nd place in the similar Grand Prix up in New York. Enjoys running and traveling with friends and family. And there goes the bell. So they're on 9.49. There's been no one yet who's had a 0 score. And we're into our top 8. Remember, the top 4 separated by less than a fence. That's going to drop. Still no one's produce the clear yet. Oh, and unfortunately pulls up at the vertical afterwards. Back off and running, but it's going to add a lot of time faults to the score as well, unfortunately. One just gets a bit quicker in there, flattens off into the triple combination, recovers well. Now time will start to come into it too. That's going to drop 2. Well, time to add there as well. Puts them 33 to add. 42.49, unfortunately, for the combination that were coming into this in 8th place. Now we go to James Leone, Mark Leone's Galliano LW. 9.14. 7th place at this point for the 18-year-old. Silver medal this week as well already. Family very much steeped in show jumping history. Peter as well has been an Olympic silver medalist. He's had plenty of the family to draw from. Now James attends Laurel Springs. He's representing Zone 2. And also highlights competing alongside family members in numerous Grand Prix. They could field out their own Nations Cup team if they wished. He was actually silver medal in the team event last year in the juniors. He's on 4. So still no one yet who's come through with a 0 score, and that's going to drop as well. Again, not much of a touch, but down it goes. So 8 to add. This might be adding a few jangly nerves to those up top waiting. Probably trying to isolate themselves from hearing what's going on and just stick to their plan. Peter Grant setting a very good course, real championship test to complete this young rider final. And there it's going to be a couple for time, 3 for time actually, total of 11. And it is going to be at 20.14 now as a score for James Leone and Galliano LW. Mia Bagnato next from the Alan Farm is Cordiamo, the 9-year-old by Cornet de Lee. Now for the 19-year-old rider who's team silver this week already. Young rider team gold medalist, individual silver last year in this same category. Won the Terra Nova Grand Prix back in February and is looking to go on to Youth Nations Cup should they be selected. Cordiamo bringing a younger horse in here. Has done classes up to 4-star, which is very much in the category for this. They've been well placed at Terra Nova as well through the winter. Now getting into our top 6. She's on 6.97. Good strong shot at the water. Has them back for the skinny beer after it. Now starting to give hope for the rest. This is looking good in terms of pace as well. Really putting a very, very good round together, Mia Bagnato, to show them how it's done. Well, the 9-year-old Cordiamo, and it's job done at 72.54. She's inside the time as well. So first to remain on their score coming into this final, 6.97. Mia Bagnato and Cordiamo now. We'll wait and see. She's obviously very definitely through to round 2. Question is, will she be in 6th still, or will she be further up? Ariana Marnell now, first of 5 left to go. This is Alison Firestone's Jikikara, the 11-year-old mare that was gone so well with Ali as well. And it's again from zone 10 for our gold medalists. 5.06. Attends Auburn University. Third in the Grand Prix, the U25 in Wellington this year. Actually is the aim in the future of teams if they can. It's a very successful horse that actually won the Grand Prix at WEF in week 12, the 2-star Grand Prix I think it was. It wasn't the 5-star Grand Prix, I know that. It was a lovely horse, but it wasn't the 5-star Grand Prix. And apparently he's the princess of the stable. Loves all food. Nothing wrong with that. Still on a clear. Lovely horse to watch. Lovely to see them part of this Young Riders Championship. Now these final few, where I think the clears are going to start coming. Maybe they're all set with where they were after a few early upsets. Good round. 72.54. 5.06. Ariana Marnell will stay on that. So now we're getting into the streak of those staying on the clear. 4 remain, and they go into a different category. They are less than a fence apart. We drop down to a score of 2.85 with our next. And from there on in, it's to Skylar Wyman, who'll be last to go at 1.02. Let's just take a look at those scores. Yep. We've seen our 2 clears stay at the top. We see a big gap now there. 6.97, 5.06, and after that in third right now is 20.14. So of our 4 that are close on each other, 2.85 is Lexa El Lignelli. It was Agatha coming home with the gold yesterday. This is Exo Zadora. That's Lily Keenan giving her a hand down there. 18-year-old Team Silver this week. And in 4th place at the moment on the 12-year-old mare by Zaval VDL. Attends Columbia. And US Team Gold in Belgium last year as part of those Youth Nations Cups. There's a winning team there. She's at the water on the dry side by the looks of it. Leads them on a good shot to the skinny. This would give them a little bit of breathing space, but not a fence between Ariana Marnell and Alexa. 2.85 to 5.06. Coming in strongly so far. You've got to ride pretty strongly in here to be up on the time, so you've just got to keep moving. 75, the time allowed. Just going to get inside 74.74. And so nothing to add to. Clears coming now for this final group of 6 who are extending away from the rest of the field. Jake Endicott next in our top 3 in bronze medal position right now, 2.82. So only 0.03 away from that of Alexa Elignelli. .21-year-old rider Jake for the Westlands Farm. Carla Dines, the 10-year-old by Dallas. Now for Jake for zone 10. Now going for the bronze medal position at the moment. Already 5 Grand Prix wins to his name. But again, lofty aims in the sport. That's going to be 4, so 6.82. So Alexa and Ariana move above him. Now, key here is just damage limitation. No more fences down. Riding a very good round. Super through the triple combination. Time-wise should be just about up to this. 75. It's going to run very close, maybe a fraction behind, unfortunately. So yeah, it's going to be 2 to add for time. So 6 to add to the score. 8.82 for Jake Endicott. So that moves him down to 4th of the completed riders. So if you like, goes into 6th place now. With 2 still to come. Alexa Elignelli at the top on 2.85. Olivia Sweetenham now. Winner here a few weeks ago, the 16-year-old rider. And this is Epic. Name of the horse, great name for a horse. It's the British bred ride by Billy Mexico. Out of a mare that was by Flying Electro from the owned by the Sweet Oak Farm now. We're in zone 4 for the bronze medal. $1.54. Clear to stay in silver. Double gold in the Prix d'Estates last year. Stretches out over the water. It's already been second in a 2-star Grand Prix with this horse in Kentucky. It's a little bit tighter in the middle. She's doing an excellent job. Time-wise is going to be up to it as well. Olivia on form. Carries the Sweetenham name through spectacularly well. And it is clear. Stays at 1.54. And, well, you see goes rank 1 essentially into silver because there's still one to come, and she's got all the experience as well. She's on a younger horse at 9. Stepping up in this level is Barclino B for Skylar Wireman, again for Zone 10, but she has got an exceptional record for her age as well. Already been a World Cup winner at the age of 20. In fact, she was, what, 18 when she won it. Team Gold at Texas in 2023. It's already been to the World Cup finals. Fifth in the Major League Grand Prix on Tryon last year for the 5-star there. That's such a very strong stage of it. Jumped on her first Nations Cup in Abu Dhabi as part of the League of Nations, and those are the top ranked teams in the world. So already going in the right direction. Has been over in Europe as well with this horse, competing at Centaur and in the UK where they were winning it too. Second in the U25 Grand Prix, the Piazza di Siena in the beautiful Rome horse show. So she's got plenty of experience here, despite being just 20. Clear to stay in the gold medal position. So of our final 6 so far, 4 of them have produced a clear, 1 remains. Time-wise looking good. Picks up at the last. 72.76 will stay in gold position for Skylar Wireman and Barclino B. So they stay on 1.02. So only one of that final 6 has made a move in the end. It was just that of Jake Endicott. And so Jake now down into 6th place on 8.82 as he added 6 to his score. The rest have remained, but it means Alexa Elignelli has moved up into bronze medal position, taking over that spot where Jake was, so goes into the bronze on 2.85. Olivia Sweetnam in silver still, and Skylar Wireman still in the gold medal position at 1.02. And well, it took until our final 6 before we saw the clears coming, and then they were coming thick and fast. Very strong at the top. There's a big gap to the rest then. As we go with our top 6 under 10, and then beyond that it's 20 plus. So basically the rest out of the equation, but 15 to return should they wish, and we'll be back with that. I think around 40 minutes time is the usual plan, and we'll be there with round 2, final round of the Young Rider Individual Championship from the FEI North American Youth Championships here in Traverse City. Final championship to come, and it's locked very, very close.
A horse is a work of art. Seeing them reach their potential is what inspires us. Whether you're a horse owner or an equine professional, we're by your side every step of the way. We have best-in-class teams, extensive resources, and experienced veterinarians devoted to helping deliver a higher level of care. And our efforts and investments are dedicated to empowering this generation and the next.
David, you could have taken this idea, this dream of yours, and it could have landed anywhere in the state, but it landed right here and District 2. Continue to dream and continue to make sure that all the lives of children, whatever the zip code, they matter too. And that's what you proved today, that no matter where you live, your life matters. Thank you, David.
I met David, it's been over a decade ago when he was teaching at, I believe it was Burns Elementary School. And I was so impressed by David's dedication. I tipped my hat to a young man, young white guy, who would put up with the shenanigans that went on in that elementary school. And so our bond started there. And David introduced me to this concept about Detroit horsepower and using horses as a way to reach young people and to help them tap into their true potential, which was a new idea for me.
Horses taught me these valuable life lessons, and kids like my Detroit students would ordinarily not have these enriching opportunities they need to thrive.
The first time I was on a horse, I was kind of nervous. They helped me come out of my shell. It's like another form of therapy.
We incorporated as a 501c3 nonprofit in 2015 and started with our first year of summer horse camps. We had 17 students over 2 weeks of summer horse camps. It took another 3 years for us to start an after-school program, and longer still before we had secured a large vacant land site where we'll be building the largest urban equestrian center dedicated to youth development in the country. So coming from just the seed of a concept, it's blossomed in such incredible ways because of the community that's wrapped their arms around Detroit horsepower and allowed us to succeed.
Today we are officially breaking ground to build the barn here in the middle of Detroit. I feel happy. I'm super proud of how far Detroit horsepower has come, especially knowing David as a younger kid, only in the 2nd grade, and to see him now and to see that this is actually coming to life very soon, and there's going to be so many opportunities for our new youth, and I'm super excited to see it all unfold. It's been a long time coming. This would not have happened without so many supporters from the community, from our students, our family, from funders, the state. Everyone has come together, and that is truly, I have no words for it. It's just when everyone comes together, that's what a community is, and I just have to say thank you. This is a dream for everyone to come true.
Today, we are also launching a new effort to secure the resources needed to move into the new equestrian center and scale the programs for Detroit's youth. We are asking our community to join us at this crucial stage through the launch of our new Stable Future Fund. This is a $2 million campaign to support 18 months of operations once the new facility opens. And we hope that the leap forward our organization is taking will encourage you to take that step up with us. Now let's get this transformational facility built and ready to offer the impactful programming and quality of life that our students and Detroit residents deserve. Thank you.
We talk about transformational projects a lot in Detroit. It's not often that we talk about them in the neighborhood. This is going to change the trajectory of this whole section of Detroit. This is going to be a hub in Hope Village. It's going to be a destination. It's just going to be a springboard for a great life.
We fly horses anywhere around the world, whether it is a hobby horse or it's an Olympic champion. It's about getting an animal from point A to point B safely, in best of health, and in the quickest possible of time. We understand the business better than anybody else. We do not leave any stone unturned, and we are staffed by horse people from every layer of the company. We give horses wings around the world, across the globe, or across the street.
In equestrian sport, equine and human athletes compete as one, but a team of many stand behind each. Together, we are unmatched in our commitment. Looking back, our athletes have won 235 medals over the past 60 years. And now, we look to the future. Share the dream. Become a part of the U.S. Equestrian Team. Together, we can raise the bar.
The bond you share with your horse is powerful and grows stronger every day. A PPID diagnosis doesn't mean your journey together is over. The path to improving their quality of life starts with proper care and continues every day with Presend Pergolide tablets. Important safety information. Presend may cause loss of appetite. Presend should not be used in humans or animals other than horses. For complete product information, refer to the package insert. Make the most of every day with Presend. For more information, talk to your veterinarian.
Somebody gon' get to tell them that I'm coming. And you can tell them that I'm coming. Tell them that I'm coming. Tell them that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world that I'm coming. Somebody tell the world.
Antiquities Warehouse of Grand Traverse is a treasure trove of eclectic furnishings and decor sourced from around the world. Architectural design pieces, repurposed furniture, industrial lighting, French doors, mirrors, and unique finds of all sizes. Discover the statement piece or unique accent you've been looking for. Visit our showroom in Traverse City or browse online at antiquitieswarehousetc.com.
As a third-generation insurance agency owner, I don't underestimate the responsibility that we have in protecting our clients.
At Fitzpatrick Insurance, it's all about the relationships. The stronger the relationship we have with our clients, the better we can anticipate their needs.
As an independent insurance agency, we partner with top-rated carriers such as Auto Owners Insurance.
This allows us to craft a comprehensive solution tailored to each client.
Bless my soul and take me back to Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, Texas. The city known for cowboy culture, unbeatable barbecue, and southern hospitality is proud to open its gates and welcome the 2026 FEI World Cup Finals. From shopping in the stockyards or Sundance Square to catching a show in Billy Bob's or Bass Hall. Join us April 8th through the 12th, 2026. The marquee events will be featured in the state-of-the-art Dickies Arena in an ultimate showcase for the best that show jumping and dressage has to offer from around the globe. Saddle up and get your tickets now at FortWorth2026.com. See you in Cowtown.
Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel, Leelanau Sands Casino and Lodge, and Crystal Shores Casino. We're all about serious fun. Gaming, food and drinks, accommodations, entertainment, big money jackpots, and promotions. Serious fun, serious fun, serious fun. And we're surrounded by all the seriously fun things you can do in northern Michigan. From Great Lake activities and shopping to sightseeing and sports. We're right in the middle of it all. Grand Traverse Resort and Casinos. Serious fun.
At Worldwide Technology, our culture is our secret weapon, guided by our core values and doing whatever it takes for our customers. But this culture doesn't happen by accident. It takes grit, determination. It takes all hands. On the list 14 years running, Worldwide Technology is now ranked number 10 on Fortune's 100 Best Companies to Work For in 2025. And while it's a recognition that we're proud of, we're even prouder of our people.
For any horse, joint pain casts a shadow over their potential. Legend modifies the clinical signs and the disease itself, so they can live up to their legacy. Important safety information. The following adverse reactions have been reported following intravenous injection: occasional depression, lethargy, and fever. Following intra-articular injection, lameness, joint effusion, joint or injection site swelling, and joint pain. Ask your veterinarian about Legend.
For so many horse lovers and protectors, it's hard to imagine that behind the glamour and affluence of equine sport, there are many horses that are abandoned, neglected, abused, and shipped across our border for slaughter when their owners cannot or no longer wish to care for them. The work of the Equus Foundation begins each time the career of a horse comes to an end. We believe that the bond between horses and people is worth living. We hope you do too.
It's never too early to start making plans for the Traverse City Tournament of Champions. Running September 3rd through the 21st, 3 back-to-back weeks offer top sport and big prize money in equitation, hunters, and jumpers right here at Flintfield Horse Park. Highlights include the Silver Oak Jumper Tournament and the $100,000 USHJA Young Jumper Championships presented by North Star for 4 to 8-year-old horses, and the addition of 2 major 3'3" and 3'6" equitation finals with $150,000 in prize money up for grabs. Momentum builds with the return of the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup qualifier. And to close out the season, don't miss the return of our legacy event, the American Gold Cup, celebrating over 50 years of excellence in show jumping. Make your plans now for the Traverse City Tournament of Champions at TraverseCityHorseShows.com.
At Great American, the numbers tell the story. There are approximately 3,000 property and casualty insurance companies in the United States. So how do you find the right one? Only 50 are included in the Ward's 50 list for safety, consistency, and performance. Only 4 have been rated A or better by AM Best for over 115 years. Great American Insurance Company is one of only 3 on both lists. No wonder so many people put their trust in us.
At Munson, our commitment is our promise.
The promise we make to our communities.
It's why we show up.
In the hard times
and the beautiful ones.
It's why we trek through storms.
And probably know you by name.
For over 100 years, we have been committed to care.
Committed to strong bones and healthy starts.
To helping hands and healing hearts.
We're committed to Northern Michigan. And committed to you.
Taylor Harris Insurance Services, your equine insurance specialists offering products developed from both the London and US markets. This is knowledgeable equestrians serving equestrians. This is a tradition of excellence. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from working with our reputable agents and experienced staff. Taylor Harris Insurance Services, trusted providers across all disciplines, raising the bar and setting the standards to meet all of your equine insurance needs.
When you support We Ride Together, you empower athletes to prevent misconduct before it happens. You support solutions because talking about the problem is the first step towards fixing it. Most importantly, you change the culture for the better and for everyone, from your local club to your high-performance team. At We Ride Together, we believe that creating and maintaining safe, fun, healthy athletic environments is a team sport, and we all have a role to play. All sports, one goal.
What makes good footing? More importantly, what makes safe footing? Is it the dimensions, the foundation, or the irrigation? What if we told you good footing is not a single aspect, rather the entire process, from the design and intended use to which arena builder you choose? With GGT footing, it's not just the most trusted arena additive in the world, but the experience and knowledge to ensure your footing is safe.
McAllister Rentals and McAllister Machinery, your one-stop shop for quality equipment with sales, rentals, parts, and service. If you need it, we've got it for any job, large or small. From construction, roadways, bridges and railroads, to landscaping and surface prep. We are more than just a supplier. We are consultants you can trust. We are your equipment solution provider. At McAllister, we make your tough job easier.
Our horses are so much more than athletes. They can deliver our dreams with every ride. So we give them the best nutrition, the best health care, and the best equipment. Be sure to give the best transportation, too. For 60 years, Brookledge has led the way in on-time delivery, customer focus, state-of-the-art equipment, and the best drivers in the industry. Brookledge, delivering your dreams since 1955.
At Conaway & Associates, we are horse people who protect horse people. Our 3 decades of experience bring reliable, competitive coverage options through several A-rated insurance carriers, so our clients can focus on what matters to them, their horses. At Conaway and Associates, we're horse people who protect horse people. Founded in 1992, our team of like-minded equestrians has built a strong reputation as a reliable partner in competition and in business. Licensed in 48 states, we offer competitive insurance coverage options through several A-rated admitted insurance carriers. At Conaway and Associates, we give our clients peace of mind so they can focus on what matters to them, their horses.
Equifair really takes a different approach to product development and to the materials that we use in our products. We're always looking outside to see what the sports world and medical worlds are doing, and we apply that to the equine athlete. We love horses, so that's just what really fuels us to do what we do.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new
championships is unwavering. It's always ready to lend a hand to all competitors and chefs regardless of zone. Zone 10 victorious in the Young Rider Team Championship, taking gold this year. The last time Zone 10 took home the Young Rider gold was back in 2010 at the Kentucky Horse Park in Lexington. Please help us congratulate the 2025 Caristo Cup winner, Zone 10's Mike Endicott. Next, we'll award the Captain Andrew B. DeGenet Memorial Sportsman Trophy, given to the jumping athlete who best personifies the high standards and virtues of integrity, sportsmanship, honor, courage, team spirit, good temper, and unselfishness. This award is presented annually by the United States Equestrian Federation in honor of Captain Andrew B. DeGenet, who is a teacher, dressage judge, technical delegate, and a long-time supporter of the Young Riders program. His dedication and support has helped the championships become what it is today. This year's Sportsmanship Trophy winner, Canada's Valentina De Silva Giusti. Valentina was the individual athlete for Canada's children's team and exemplified great sportsmanship by supporting her teammates all week and lending a helping hand whenever needed. And one more award to be presented, and that is the 2025 Jumping Style Award. The Jumping Style Award is presented to the athlete that has shown style throughout the competition, not only when mounted, but also in the form of manners and overall demeanor. The panel of officials that vote on the recipient include the Jumping Ground Jury, the veterinarians, the FEI stewards, and the North American Youth Championship Organizing Committee. This year's Style Award winner, Zone 4, is Colin Sweetnam, individual and team silver medalist in the pre-junior category this year. Congratulations again to our Caristo Cup winner for 2025, Zone 10's Mike Endicott. This year's Sportsmanship Trophy winner, Canada's Valentina da Silva Giusti, and our Jumping Style Award winner, Zone 4's Colin Sweet. Of course, available to walk for round B of the Young Rider Individual Final.
It's part beauty, part beast. It's for those who dare to be different, for those who want to stand out, and for those who are built for more. The all-new Ineos Grenadier combines strength and style for an unmatched driving experience. Sold exclusively at Feldman Ineos of Waterford.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
A horse is a work of art. Seeing them reach their potential is what inspires us. Whether you're a horse owner or an equine professional, we're by your side every step of the way. We have best-in-class teams, extensive resources, and experienced veterinarians devoted to helping deliver a higher level of care. And our efforts and investments are dedicated to empowering this generation and the next.
David, you could have taken this idea, this dream of yours, and it could have landed anywhere in the state, but it landed right here in District 2. Continue to dream and continue to make sure that all the lives of children, whatever the zip code, they matter too. And that's what you proved today, that no matter where you live, your life matters. Thank you, David.
I met David, it's been over a decade ago when he was teaching at, I believe it was Burns Elementary School. And I was so impressed by David's dedication. I tipped my hat to a young man, young white guy, who would put up with the shenanigans that went on in that elementary school. And so our bond started there. And David introduced me to this concept about Detroit horsepower and using horses as a way to reach young people and to help them tap into their true potential, which was a new idea for me.
Horses taught me these valuable life lessons, and kids like my Detroit students would ordinarily not have these enriching opportunities they need to thrive.
The first time I was on a horse, I was kind of nervous. They helped me come out of my shell. It's like another form of therapy.
We incorporated as a 501c3 nonprofit in 2015 and started with our first year of summer horse camps. We had 17 students over 2 weeks of summer horse camps. It took another 3 years for us to start an after-school program, and longer still before we had secured a large vacant land site where we'll be building the largest urban equestrian center dedicated to youth development in the country. So coming from just the seed of a concept, it's blossomed in such incredible ways because of the community that's wrapped their arms around Detroit horsepower and allowed us to succeed.
Today we are officially breaking ground to build the barn here in the middle of Detroit. I feel happy. I'm super proud of how far Detroit horsepower has come, especially knowing David as a younger kid, only in the 2nd grade, and to see him now and to see that this is actually coming to life very soon, and there's going to be so many opportunities for our new youth, and I'm super excited to see it all unfold. It's been a long time coming. This would not have happened without so many supporters from the community, from our students, our family, from funders, the state. Everyone has come together, and that is truly, I have no words for it. It's just when everyone comes together, that's what a community is, and I just have to say thank you. This is a dream for everyone to come true.
Today, we are also launching a new effort to secure the resources needed to move into the new Equestrian Center and scale the programs for Detroit's youth. We are asking our community to join us at this crucial stage through the launch of our new Stable Future Fund. This is a $2 million campaign to support 18 months of operations once the new facility opens. And we hope that the leap forward our organization is taking will encourage you to take that step up with us. Now let's get this transformational facility built and ready to offer the impactful programming and quality of life that our students and Detroit residents deserve. Thank you.
We talk about transformational projects a lot in Detroit. It's not often that we talk about them in the neighborhoods. This is one. This is going to change the trajectory of this whole section of Detroit. This is going to be a hub in Hope Village. It's going to be a destination. It's just going to be a springboard for a great life.
We fly horses anywhere around the world, whether it is a hobby horse or it's an Olympic champion. It's about getting an animal from point A to point B safely, in best of health, and in the quickest possible of time. We understand the business better than anybody else. We do not leave any stone unturned, and we are staffed by horse people from every layer of the company. We give horses wings around the world, across the globe, or across the street.
In equestrian sport, equine and human athletes compete as one, but a team of many stand behind each. Together, we are unmatched in our commitment. Looking back, our athletes have won 235 medals over the past 60 years. And now, we look to the future, share the dream, become a part of the U.S. equestrian team. Together, we can raise the bar.
The bond.
Moments away from the final of the Young Rider Championship this year as part of these youth championships in the Great Lakes, and we are getting set for the final. It is 10 obstacles, 12 jumping efforts over Peter Grant's course here. 68 seconds is the time allowed around the track for this final stage, and it's close. It's close at the top. It's an overcast day. It's getting warmer, as we see, 81 degrees. It's just been warming up during the day. Still very pleasant, just a wisp of wind. It's increased 9 miles an hour, but that's hardly anything to be too worried about. And we'll take a look at the lineup of those riders coming up, and we'll be telling you how close it is. It's a bigger gap for those at the early stages of this championship final stage. It's 15 to come through. In fact, 13 are actually going to come through and compete to electing not to. And they'll be down in just a moment. So just a moment or two until this final stage. And leading so far, Skylar Wyman. There we go, confirmation of the course. 1:45 we move up to here. 68 seconds time allowed. Skylar Wyman leading on 1.02. Olivia Sweetman on 1.54. We saw Brother Colin getting the award earlier as well, the Style Awards. Alexa L. Lignelli, Agatha, who's already won this week. Now it's Alexa's turn to be currently in bronze medal position on 2.85. From there, we then have a little bit more of a gap, but it's not a whole fence gap to Ariana Marnell on 5.06. But we'll go through our first group. The top 6 is where it's tight. Beyond that, we've got 12, almost 12 penalty gap back to the rest. So the gap opens up. And our first any moment. So first heading on down now, the track here of what faces them, 10 fences as we've seen. Triple combination comes up at 9 A, B, C, and early on into the course they've actually given them a fair bit of space from 1 to 2, roll back to 3 on a related distance up to 4, 5, 6, again turn them back. It will be very interesting to see where they sit for time. 7, 8, 9 takes them on quite a tour of the outside of the arena, and finally to 10 to finish in front of the hospitality. So starting off with Lawson Whitaker, say couple not coming forward. They are Emmeline Adamick and Taylor Landstrom. Now the 19-year-old team bronze medalist this week, with the 14-year-old Con Lugo PS on 36.07. Starting combination of the final Young Rider Championship of 2025. Riders already competing in the U25 classes, again with a number of these riders with their eyes on the next stage already. With the aim of keeping progressing. And 4 added. So come back to the Hermes water tray. Go 5, loop back to 6 to a vertical. So related line, but fair bit of space down there to get to 7, and they go on the outside of the arena to a skinny at the Just World fence. Triple combination coming towards the end. Again, a good test of the nerves in the final stages down the line of swans. That's going to drop as well. So 12 to add to the score so far. And 64.49. That's interesting because time allowed looks as though it's got some breathing space there. So that will take them to a total of 48.07. Teresa Baker-Matsuoka now. Team Gold earlier on this week. La Vista Junior AZ on 33.05. So 12th place with the 11-year-old. There's the University of South Carolina. It's already been jumping the National Prix. Wins in California as well. Tidally at the vertical. Just pushes on at the Hermes fence, drops through that. Roll back here, and they're using that very effectively to not lose time. Again, it would be an area on the course where you could really drift if you're not on it. These all very much are. Coming home on the 8, say 68 seconds time allowed, should be inside that. So time allowed is looking very achievable. 67.22 gets a little bit closer to it, but still a little bit steady towards the finish. So there would have been, there is breathing space in there. 41.05 for Teresa Baker-Matsuoka and La Vista Junior AZ. Elizabeth Grace Thomason now on 29.74. Well, the 17-year-old Oris de la Roque gets a little kiss before they go for the 18-year-old. All right, then let's get this done. Lovely to see so many harmonious partnerships during the week. The love for the horses. Again, looking after each other on the way round. Now the Canadian lineup watching closely and see them in the team colours. Looking good at the moment. Again, it's all about longevity through these championships as well. It's 5 rounds of competition. Maintaining consistency all the way through. Coming clear is going to be a little bit steady on the time, and unfortunately just pushes the last to try and make that, and so has a fence down 5. It's still a good round overall for Elizabeth Grace Thomason and Uristilla Rock, so they finish on 34-74. As we'll get into our top 10. So walking down, we go to our top 10. Like I said, we've got down to sort of 7th place. We've got another 4. And then we go from 20.14 to 8.82. So quite a bit of blue sky between those 2 scores. The Arbella walking down, the Hussein Horse Sales Correado. And this is the 13-year-old by Carico for Mia on 29.47. Team bronze this week for the 20-year-old. Mia, who's at Cornell, looking to close out the week, having competed here in the children's before now. Again, at 20s, there are eyes on the U25s next. It's actually been placed in the Grand Prix here before now. Unfortunately, has the first. Pull down at this point, gets the turn back to the vertical. So this very much the last round, giving a real shake up to the scores. Those at the top remaining consistent on the clears. The top 5 all having jumped clear in that previous round, and this one maybe to give them a little bit more of a breather into the final stage. Big fences, but they're jumping them well. It's on 8, 66.60. 37.47. Final score has 8 to add there. So although we're also back into the same scenario we had in our previous, it was a long time before we got a clear in that round as well. We go to Avery Griffin next, the 18-year-old rider, and on a score of 25.11 in 9th place as it stands, with Oh My Star. The 11-year-old by I Am Mahuva Star. Avery, former last year junior team gold, so she's just been moving up into the young rider ranks, but that was in the Youth Nations Cup finals last year in Belgium. Got our eye on senior teams in the future. It's a pair that were first in the Junior Jumper Classic and reserve champion at Devon this year. Just on 4. So again, it's, although they're all handling it well, there's just a fence coming here and there. The clears are not a giveaway. Just a little bit stuttering coming into the skinny. Coming home on 8, but again, time-wise going to be okay. They just have to do a little bit more travelling to get to the finish line. 33.11. So 8 to add this time. 33.11 for Avery Griffin and Oh My Star. Coming up to 8th in the order now on 24.76. And heading down is Ana Cristina Rodriguez and Fedita. 15-year-old mare by Cardenzo for Father Juan Andreas. Next up for Guatemala. Ana Cristina, who attends Lynn University. She's already done her first 2 stars with this horse last year. Actually, they were placed there and actually been doing their first U25s earlier this year too. Actually had this horse since it was 3 years old, which is lovely, and exactly how to build a relationship with a horse, even if they're not riding it, but to be around it for all its life, see its achievements. A very, very early start. Just waiting for this. Well done. Oh, and that's going to just run off. Given the last few efforts on what's been a very big week. And there we go. On 4. Well, +2, 6. For time 30.76, but a roar of excitement at completing, and that's what a lot of it is all about as well. The camaraderie of being involved. They've been in a championship pressurized situation, and you should enjoy it as well. James Leo now 20.14. So this score, I'm going to say we make a leap down to 8.82 after this. James had been cruising along well all week. Unfortunately had 11 in the previous round. In round A. This is Galliano LW, the 11-year-old for Mark Leone. Now for James. Already he's been a part of numerous Grand Prix alongside various family members. And part of Zone 2 that were silver this week. On the 12 at this stage. So again, the scores changing around. Few making a little bit of a move up, but as I say, the key rounds coming up next with our top 6. That's where we really get to the sharp end of it. 8.82 down to 1.02. So just over 2 fences difference. And from what we've seen so far, fences falling very easily on 16 for James. And it will have some time there as well, so 19 to add to the score, 39.14, but completes the week. Well done, James Leone and Galliano LW. So top 6, Jake Endicott now was very close, had 6 in the last round though to drop them down a little further, down to 6th place. The 21-year-old at 8.82. Westland Farms, Carludine S, the 10-year-old by Dallas. Now for Jake, who's already notched up Grand Prix wins, he's from zone 10. That was the team that were gold here this week. Comes at this strongly. Already this pair had 2 Grand Prix wins this year. Could be our first to give us the clear. We're yet to see that, and might start the pattern for the top 6. Might massively help his chances yet of still being top 5. Who knows? But it's a very good round, and Jake Endicott and Khalid Ines will go clear, and so will stay. First one to stay at his score of 8.82. So it is achievable, but first to do the clear. And completes his score for the week. So he was in 6th place coming in. We go to 5th place now on 6.97. Is Mia Bagnato for the Land Farm with Coriamo. 9-year-old on 6.97 for the 19-year-old rider, who is Team Silver this week from Zone 2. So getting closer to the top. Benson a bit away from the lead. Oh, and that's going to be checked. So that's going to move Jake up a spot. It's very interesting. We saw in the juniors JJ Tarano, after his clear, go actually up in the end into a medal. On 8 now for Mia. So again, all to the better of Jake Endicott. So she's actually at 14. She's going to move her down a place because, as I say, there was some a good bit of daylight between the rest of the group and this. On 8. And so going up to the score of 14.97 for Mia Bagnato Cordiamo, so drops down only 1 place with that. And Jake Endicott moving up after his clear. Coming into our top 4, getting within a sniff of the medals. And walking down is Ariana Marnell and Alison Firestone's Yukikara. And they are on 5.06. So just over a fence away from the lead. It was 1.06 to start the week. Just had 4 in the second round of the team competition. Team gold for the 19-year-old. Again for Zone 10. Now 4 there for Ariana. So again, Jake Endicott, like JJ Tarano earlier, is going to move up. She goes to 9.06. It's been a super winning horse for Alison Firestone as well. Just on the 4. But it does make a difference to placings. So they go into second place now for Ariana Marnell. 9.06. Jake Endicott, as I say, moves up again. And he goes up now from 6th place. And is just getting ever close to the medals. As I say, we saw that in our previous round. Not wishing any of our final 3 to have a fence stand. If they do stay all clears, they will read in the bronze medal position right now Alexa El Lignelli, Olivia Sweetnam in silver, and Skylar Wireman in the gold position right now. Those are the 3 left to go. 8.82 from Jake Endicott. So we've got some breathing space here because Alexa on 2.85. Were she to have a fence, she would go to what, 6.85, so still would be ahead. Still would be in a medal position. Olivia Sweetnam 1.54. And Skylar Wireman on 1.02. And so for Zone 2, Alexa El Lignelli, Team Silver for the 18-year-olds. Now looking with Exo Zadora. Was Agatha in the top position yesterday in the golds. Now Alexa vying for spots here. Similarly for the Sweetnam family with Colin Sweetnam in the lineup this week as well. Olivia Sweetnam still to come. So some good family connections here now. This for the rider in bronze position right now, but at 2.85, nothing can be taken for granted. Clear is needed. This sounds so simple. Could be a team trainer for this. Jump clear. So he's got a very good pace on this so far as well. Good accurate shot at the Hermes fence. Nice roll back. Some really good, confident, accurate shots at this so far. Just a line of people watching pensively up the hill as each of these young riders go in, and it's been the same all week. The stress is up there, and the talent is certainly here. It is clear. 2.85 they will stay on, puts them in a medal position for Alexa El Lignelli. The question is, which colour? So clear with Exo Zadora. Still leaves Olivia Sweetnam and Skylar Wireman. If they do the same, well, it remains in the same position. Anything different? And we will see. Team bronze for the 16-year-old Olivia Sweetnam, one of the younger ones here into this under-21 section. Epic winner here just a few weeks ago as well in this very arena. Olivia for the Sweet Oak Farm, their home base. And the 10-year-old gelding by Billy Mexico. In silver medal position right now on 1.54. Gives good clearance at the vertical. Just, again, draw on some of that experience here in this arena from the last few weeks as well. It's been good for her too. Ali Shane and a whole list have to watch. She drops the fence, but she's still in the medals by my quick maths with that. Looking good. Still just drops the fence, but does mean that Alexa Lignelli goes up a spot. Olivia Sweetenham dropping into silver. And Jake Endicott right now in the bronze. So she could be silver, she could be bronze. All depends on what Skylar Wireman does. But Skylar at 1.02 has breathing space as well here. Were she to have a fence, and I hope she doesn't, but were she to have a fence, she would still be in that top 3. She would actually go into silver, and Alexa would stay at the top at 2.85. But if she goes clear on this 9-year-old, she wins the gold. Barclino B for this fantastic rider on this younger horse for Zone 10. Already gold medal this week, going for double gold. Skylar Wireman, already a senior World Cup qualifying winner. She was, what, 18, I think, when she won at Fort Worth in Texas. Just before Christmas that year. She's been to the World Cup finals. She's been on senior teams already. And she's still in the same age group as the rest. I say she's running a little less experienced horse here at 9, but height-wise, this is just right for this age group in terms of the horse. Especially if there's one they're looking to progress to the top in the end. But Skylar now just takes a little bit cautiously, quite rightly at the skinny. Going to get a little longer in the middle. Looks good. Going for gold, going for double gold for Skylar Wireman, and makes the line all right. 64.55. It's gold again. Double gold for Skylar Wireman this week with Barclino B this time. Fantastic stuff for the Zone 10 for the Californian. And she will bring home gold in the Young Rider Championships. It'll be silver for Alexa Lignelli and Exo Zadora. And it is into bronze for Olivia Sweetenham and Epic. Just missing out in fourth is Jake Endicott after a good fight back there from him. But it is a top finish for Skylar Wireman. Hits the skies so beautifully, and down there an excited team to greet her as well. And that wraps up this year's Young Rider Championships. Medal ceremony to come as Skylar Wireman goes double gold at this year's Young Rider Finals. Stays on the score of 1.02, which has been her score throughout the week. Clear, 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 clear. And Alexa Lignelli does the same to stay on a very good score of 2.85. And then in third, Olivia Sweetenham just picking up the 4 in that final round to go to 5.54 in the end. I say Jake Endicott lifting up, but just not quite enough in the end to make the medals. 8.82. Ariana Marnell in 5th. 6th for Mia Bagnato. 7th for Ana Cristina Rodriguez. And that goes down to our top 10 there with Elizabeth Thomasin in 9th and Mia Arbello making 10th. Medal ceremony coming up, and super results for the West Coast in the Young Rider Championship. Very well done to all of those throughout the week. It's been a big week of competition, and the 3 stars as well. And of course it's 5-star here next week in Traverse City as well. They are on a massive program here in Michigan, and looking forward to that. We're going to be joining you for that next week. But in the meantime, it's medals galore to be handed out. The final wonderful hanging metalware to be handed out in the arena here this afternoon, closing out the FEI North American Youth Championships. Thanks to the lots of supporting sponsors, including Gotham North in there as well, that make it all possible, and the many supporting friends, coaches, and everyone that's cheered each on throughout the week here. It's been a wonderful atmosphere here in Traverse City as always, and thankfully the weather has played ball too. It's been a beautiful spot to be here in Michigan. If you've never been here, come. The Great Lakes, amazing, and there's something literally for everyone, I can promise you that. But podium getting ready, and to top it, Skylar Wyman tops the week here in Traverse City. Thank you for joining us here for the Youth Championships, but stay with us as they present the medals. See you soon.
Bringing back our top 10 in the Young Rider category for the 2025 North American Youth Jumping Championships. Being led by gold medalist Skylar Wyman with a Barclino B. Your silver medalist in the Young Rider category, Alexa L. Lignelli with Exos Dora. Your bronze medalist, Olivia Sweetnam with the Epic. In fourth, Jake Endicott with Carrillo Dines. Ariana Marnell, fifth overall with the Jika Cara. Sixth place honors going to Mia Bagnaro and Coriamo. In seventh, Guatemala's Ana Cristina Rodriguez and Perdita. In eighth, Avery Griffin with Oh My Star Van Stridham. In 9th, Canada's Elizabeth Grace Thomason with Yoris Doloroca, and in 10th, Mia Albello with Carriaro. Asking our top 3 riders to dismount and make their way over to the podium for the prize-giving ceremony. Here to present to our top 3, Whitney Allen, Executive Director, USHJA. Tom O'Mara, President, USEF. Gabriela Toicher-Renoble, President of the Ground Jury for the North American Youth Jumping Championships. Three medal winners are making their way over. All 3 double medal winners this year in the Young Rider category. First to take their place on the podium, we congratulate Zone 4's Olivia Sweetnam. Olivia, part of a team bronze in the Young Rider category this year, also individual bronze medalist. Congratulations to Zone 4's Olivia Sweetnam. Now our silver medalist up on the podium. This rider, part of Team Silver, and now an individual silver medalist as well out of Zone 2. Congratulations to Alexa L. Lignelli, picking up her 4th Youth Championship medal this week. And your winner and gold medalist in the Young Rider category for 2025 out of Zone 10, double gold medalist in the Young Rider category this year, the world's number 22 ranked U25 rider, Skylar Wireman, taking top honors with Barclino B. Awarding medals now to our top 3 riders. The bronze medal to Zone 4's Olivia Sweetnam. Olivia partnered with the 10-year-old Anglo-European gelding Epic for the 3rd award in the Young Rider category this year. Silver medalist now out of Zone 2, Alexa L. Lignelli with her own XO Zadora. And the gold going to Zone 10. Congratulations to Skylar Wireman with Barclino B. Second place combination from the first individual qualifier on Thursday of this week. Jumping clear throughout the rest of the week and a part of Team Gold for Zone 10 this year as well in the Young Rider category. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able and remove cover for the Star-Spangled Banner in honor of our individual gold medalist in the Young Rider category for 2025, Skylar Wireman. Presenting our shuttle backs to the gold medalist in the Young Rider category this year, Zone 10 says Skylar Wireman. Flowers for our top 3 now. Congratulations to Olivia Sweetnam, team and individual bronze in the Young Rider category. Now presenting flowers to Alexa L. Lignelli, team and individual silver in the Young Rider category. And congratulations once again to Skylar Wireman, team and individual gold in the Young Rider category for 2025 at the North American Youth Jumping Championships. More photos for our top three. Skylar Wireman, your individual gold medalist. Alexa L. Lignelli, silver medalist. And Olivia Sweetnam taking the bronze individually in the Young Rider category. We have our second and third place riders step down and remount, but we have one more award for Skylar Wireman. Presenting now the Maxine Beard Award. The USCT Foundation Maxine Beard Show Jumping Developing Rider Award was established to recognize and assist talented young show jumping athletes with the potential to represent the United States in furthering their quest for excellence on the international stage. The winner of the Maxine Beard Award is the highest placing U.S. young rider at the FEI North American Youth Championships in the individual show jumping final. We would like to congratulate this year's winner of the Maxine Beard Award, double gold medalist in the young rider category, Zone 10, Skylar Wireman. Our riders are remounted as Skylar Wireman. Whenever you're ready, lead that lap of honor. Double gold medalist in the Young Rider category for the 2025 North American Youth Jumping Championships. Congratulations, Skylar Wireman, Barclay OP, your winning combination for the Young Rider final. Following in second, Alexa L. Lignelli with Exo Zadora. Olivia Sweetnam, double medalist this year with Epic. Jake Endicott, fourth individually with Carrillo Dines. Fifth for Oriana Marnell and Deshikakara. Mia Bagnato, sixth with Cordiamo. Seventh for Guatemala's Ana Cristina Rodriguez and Verdita. In eighth, Avery Griffin with Oh My Star. Elizabeth Grace Thomason in ninth for Canada with Yuris de la Roque. And Mia Albello 10th with Cariato. Solo lap of honor for your double gold medalist in the Young Rider category, the USA's Skylar Wireman. Congratulations again, Olivia Sweetnam, a double medalist with the epic out of Zone 4. Zone 2's Alexa Lignelli taking home 2 silvers this year. Double gold to Zone 10, Skylar Wireman with Barclino Beach.